Block like that. I wonder if it's something I'm doing wrong with the setting.
It's okay. Hi. Brian's like trying to figure out like why we're showing up like not 100%.
No, I'm not worried. You gotta explain it better than that.
Why
So,
we're not showing up full screen,
so
basically.
we're doing something really cool, and
Mm-hmm.
this has been a long time coming. We
Yep.
tried it, and then it didn't work. We tried it, and then we tried again. It didn't work. So
Mm-hmm.
we are streaming from our DSLR,
Yep.
and pretty much every single time we've done this,
Uh-huh.
we've always done it just with the iMac,
Yeah.
just the regular camera from there.
Mm-hmm.
And we are using our Canon R, and we feel like it's just an upgrade in quality.
Yep.
It's just an upgrade in just everything,
Exactly.
and we're just excited. And
Exactly.
I
It
think before we
is.
jump into it, I just want to make sure everybody can hear us
Yep.
and see us.
I see us here right now.
Sure.
We're good on my profile.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. We're trying something different where we're going live on multiple different profiles.
Yeah.
So I see you. We're good on your end.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you're joining us, thank you. We're excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And
amazing.
everybody can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just looks the high quality here. It's looks so great.
Yep.
So if you're just joining us, tell us who you are
Mm-hmm.
and what do you do? What kind of photography or what
Yep.
kind of business do you have?
Oh, also, I figured out something. So, yesterday we were having this issue where people that were commenting were just showing up as like this Facebook user. So if you can go to streamyard.com/Facebook,
Yeah.
and it will actually allow StreamYard to see who you are, if that makes
Basically,
sense.
you're changing your privacy settings, right?
Exactly.
So where sometimes it's like sometimes we have listed as friends or only
Mm-hmm.
you or everybody.
Yep.
It might just be under a certain specification that you
Mm-hmm.
may not realize you have.
Yep.
But
But we're
this is
excited.
exciting.
It is day 2
It
of
is.
our Get Branded with Brian Lindsey challenge. We are trying stuff different. We are making it new. We are
Yeah.
making it us,
We
really.
we feel like for us to teach from a place
Mm-hmm.
of authenticity
Mm-hmm.
and where we talk about doing things differently.
Yeah.
And doing it just with your eyes wide open, we have to teach from that place.
Exactly.
For you guys to receive what we say, we have to teach it ourselves.
Yep.
And that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So
we're
I'm
excited.
gonna wait on a second, see if anyone has changing their settings because I'd love to see
I know. Well,
who's here.
if you're watching us live, let us know. But otherwise, Brian, let's just get into
Let's just
it.
go for it. Yeah.
Let's
Go
just
for
do
it.
it. All right. So welcome to day 2 of Get Branded with Brian Lindsey. So we've been talking about our boss method with the branding, offer, and sales. Today we're going to get really into what does branded mean.
Yeah.
So what is this? What are we doing?
This is our 5-day training where
Mhm.
we teach you everything that Lindsay and I know about how to brand yourself and your business
Mhm.
and launch a high ticket offer within your current structure to create a 2500 plus average order in any niche.
Yep. So we really genuinely want you to understand and know how to get yourself out there, how to understand who you are, and how to really just be you in all of this. So this training is basically just the foundation of everything that's enabled. Yes, Gareth, we can see you.
Hello,
And we
Gareth.
see that it is you.
It is
so it's
you.
good.
There we go.
Woohoo! All right. So this training is the foundation of a strategy that's honestly enabled business owners all over the place to explode their influence
Yep.
and allow entrepreneurs to consistently have clients willing to pay a premium without a large following and not leaving their pot of gold untapped.
I have a question for you all. How long have you been in business?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, if you've been in business for 5 minutes or 5 years,
Mhm.
there's always there's a system in your business
Yeah.
that you have done.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, how long have you guys been in business?
Yeah. So honestly, this training works in a fragile economy. It's recession proof, which we really need because that's what everybody is saying with all the inflation. Eggs being, it actually, random thing just on that whole thing is that like we genuinely, I went to the store the other day and I looked at the eggs and just a dozen regular whatever eggs were $6.18.
Yep.
And the cage-free GMO beautiful brown eggs were $6.05. So obviously.
My favorite memes lately has been like I saw a husband and wife getting up in the morning and they're making eggs, and the husband is just surrounded with all these eggs and he's counting money
Yep,
because he could sell eggs, make
exactly.
more money than going to his full-time job.
I know, right?
And
For
I
real.
love that. It's really
It
great.
kind of makes me want to buy some chickens.
We should.
I know, right? For
Let's
real.
go. Yeah,
All
let's
right.
go. Oh no, we can't do that right now.
So, the Get Branded with Brian Lindsey formula, it's basically your branding plus your offer that's high ticket, same day sales, and having your socials in place. So it really is going to be a system that's going to allow you to create a brand that both reflects who you are as a
Yep.
person, but also attracts your ideal clients.
That's it.
So today we are going to be talking about branding.
Ooh, I wish we had like some sound and some like
I know,
light
right?
effects that could just go around us as we say that.
I know. I don't think that there is
So
that.
before we jump into this, when you think of branding
Mhm.
in one sentence, what does branding mean to you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel like most of the time, the first thing that comes to your brain, if you guys could post below,
Yeah.
what is branding to
Yeah.
you?
Okay.
Not to you,
I know.
but
Well,
to them.
okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Nobody say anything, so I'm
It's
just gonna be like
fine.
whatever. Okay. So my whole thing is branding is not just your logo.
Yep.
It is not just your colors. It's not just your website. It is a combination of those things, but it's really about you and how you show up.
That's it.
So, importance of branding in business. I went over this a little bit yesterday, but Forbes talks about the fact that a business's branding is more important than you might think.
Yep.
On the outside, you think that it's only logos and colors, but your brand is actually the entire identity of your business. Your brand is your
I
personality.
feel like your branding is your heartbeat.
Yeah.
When you put your ear up to someone's chest, you
Mhm.
can hear the heartbeat.
Yep.
And you know it's alive. And I feel like
Mhm.
branding is the heartbeat of the business.
Yep.
Is that if you can't hear it, it's
Mhm.
not really living.
Yep.
And that's the importance of really getting to know your branding, because that's what everybody hears.
Exactly. So, branding creates loyal customers. It increases the recognizability of products and services amongst your consumers. And it is just an essential role in shaping the overall perceptions of both your existing and potential customers. So, we have worked our butts off to have this. Okay.
They have fallen off.
Yes. Actually, so apparently, like big butts are like the thing now.
What? What? I've never heard you say it out loud.
I know, but like it was one of those things where I'm like, does my butt look too big in this harmony? And she's like, big butts are what it's all about.
Oh my! I just
So our
saw
14-year-old told me that me having a big butt is
I
actually
just
a good
saw
thing.
that song done
Uh-huh.
in opera style
Nice.
last night,
That's awesome.
and it was pretty good, which is
Mhm.
funny. That's so funny
Yeah.
you said that.
But anyway, we have been able to buy our dream car. We've been able to go to high class events. We've been able to have the camera of your dreams.
High class Universal Studios.
No, that was when we went to the black tie event.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well, I
saying.
mean, we were hired to do that.
I know,
you
but
know,
still.
but I think it's when
Mhm.
you know your brand and
Mhm.
and all these things, is that you fit in places you think you could fit,
Exactly.
because it's about your confidence with
Yep.
whatever you're doing that makes
Mhm.
it feel great.
Yep. So we can spend time with our family and just do the things that we love without always having to worry about money.
That's it.
It's a life and adventure. So what do we have, Bri?
Well,
I'm trying to. You say you want to. You
No,
say
it's
you
fine.
want to do these
I
things.
didn't know you were gonna do it that way, because you just kind of like stopped and then you just kind of like pull back, and I'm like, okay, So with our life, you know what I mean. Like if you followed us for any amount of time, we're always doing something.
Mhm.
But we go on adventure. We go on ventures with a purpose.
Mhm.
We love to go on ventures of the say physical kind, but also the emotional kind.
Mhm.
We photograph a lot of women in our studio, and
Yep.
we gotten to know them by just spending time with them and get to know their adventure.
Yep.
And also we get to know people and we spend time with people by doing Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Like that is our lives. And the thing is,
Mhm.
we make time for that. I feel like we make time for so many things in life,
Yep.
but we don't make time for ourselves. And we feel like when you're doing what you love, that is the adventure of a lifetime.
Exactly.
And that's what we want to help people discover in their life.
Yep. So remember, there are more customers that exist than you can ever hope to
Yeah.
serve in this lifetime.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things. Okay, this is something that it was a discussion that Brian and I had a long time ago, where basically we were shooting full time.
Yep.
We were doing weddings full time, and we just randomly happened to have a Saturday off. And we were driving down by the lake in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yep.
And we drove past one of our favorite venues that we actually shot at most of the time and everything like that. And we looked, and there was a wedding happening there. And there was another photographer that was out there shooting the
Yeah.
wedding party.
Yeah.
And Brian's like, man, why didn't they hire me? Why didn't they find me? Why am I not the photographer that's out there and everything? And I'm like, Brian, okay, let's think about this.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it physically possible for you to shoot every single wedding that is
No.
happening in Kenosha, Wisconsin
No.
in that time? Like, is it physically possible? No. Okay. So even if it was, even if somehow we could get booked up for every single wedding, would you want to? Would you want to kill yourself and do everything? And he was like, no.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing, is that there's more than enough.
Sure.
So I'm like, thank you that person got blessed with this wedding,
Sure.
and that person is getting amazing photos by another photographer. Like, the thing is like, the community over competition is
Sure.
what we are all about.
Yeah. No, I
So-
agree. I agree.
So here's the thing. Most popular social networks worldwide, Facebook is still number one. Followed quickly by YouTube, and then WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok's on there. This is like I feel like TikTok's higher up in the rankings now.
Yeah.
But whatever.
There's so many different stages to
Mhm.
share your brand.
Exactly.
And what was popular 10 years ago still is popular, but there's so
Mhm.
many competing competing stages that honestly attract different people.
Exactly.
And the thing is, it's like, we've done a lot on Facebook, but we're getting
Mhm.
excited
Mhm.
about TikTok.
Yeah.
We're getting excited about LinkedIn. And it's not just saying, hey, I only feel like I'm seen here.
Yeah.
It's being like, how can I expand what I'm doing
Mhm.
and use the other social networks to get your voice and brand out there?
Exactly. Which is one of the reasons why we're using StreamYard.
Yeah.
So we're able to go live both on Facebook and on
That's
LinkedIn
it.
and on
Yeah.
YouTube, whatever. So imagine being able to wake up to an audience that lights you up to serve.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Imagine being able to clearly see your customer's journey. They come back into your world knowing exactly what to do next. Imagine consistent customers, all from showing up as your true, authentic self.
And
Do you see that?
I think that we personally have had a lot of success with
Mhm.
making that our priority.
Yep.
Of showing up as our authentic self.
Mhm.
Especially the last couple of years, so many different things have happened. So many different opinions have been thrown out into the world.
Yeah.
And it's easy to just feel like you're not significant.
Mhm.
It's easy to feel like, wow, does anyone really hear me?
Mhm.
And I think you and I went the opposite way with it. We're like, we're just gonna be more ourselves.
Exactly.
And I feel like in so many ways, when you are your true self, you attract people that want that and desire that.
Mhm.
And the people who don't want it, they kind of go the other direction, which is
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's all about you plugging into your authentic self.
Exactly. So have you ever felt like this? Someone is doing exactly what you're doing, but
Yeah.
cheaper. I know imposter syndrome is so real, or like feeling like I can't charge anything. What actually ends up happening when you are the lowest priced, you end up becoming a commodity,
Sure.
and there is always somebody else out there that will charge less than you.
Yeah.
You remember that one photographer that we talked to, like back before we were doing any kind of mentoring really or anything like that? We ended up we were just talking about photo sessions, and
Yeah.
we're up at Kenosha photographers. We were just meeting together, and this one photographer was like, yeah, so I do like $25 photo sessions.
Yeah.
And like, this one lady is on a payment plan. So I pick her up and take her to the photo shoot so that I can do what I need to do, because she doesn't have a car. And so like, I'm hoping and praying that like she'll be able to make her $5 payment plan this week, because I really need to put gas in my car because I'm spending that much to pick her up. Yeah, there is always somebody cheaper. Okay. That's the thing.
Lindsay and I are big proponents of just knowing your confidence.
Oh.
And the thing is, it's easy to get caught up in feeling like you need to be doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Or you need to be offering what is super popular. And I feel like that's a very slippery slope.
Yep.
When you chase that
Mhm.
and you make that your daily desire, or you make it kind of like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner every
Yep.
day, you know what
Mhm.
happens? You get a stomach ache
Yeah.
because you're not actually able to digest what someone else has created.
Yep.
What's more fulfilling is that you make your own breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Mhm.
or the things that fuel you, that give
Yeah.
you energy, that give you a path.
Mhm.
Those are the things that you want to run after.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you should be plugging into what brings you purpose.
Mhm.
When you plug into someone else's purpose, I think that leads to a quick burnout.
Yep.
And like say Walmart and Target, they're
Mhm.
both places that sell clothes, but
Yep.
they attract different people. And the
Exactly.
thing is, you got to look at who you attract. You got to
Mhm.
think about who you're trying to sell to.
Mhm.
And the thing is, that's what matters when you're
Mhm.
selling from the heart
Yeah.
and when you're trying to have people connect to your brand.
Yeah. So what you say matters. What if I like a lot of times people will say, what if I spend all this time putting content out into the world and nobody cares? We're literally going to show you exactly what you need to do. Okay. So this is kind of our thing. What?
Nothing. We always do this. Like
I
we're
know.
just talking and we're just
I
trying to
just
get
want to
through everything.
stay.
Yeah.
I want to stay on task.
And
So
we
I
are.
know.
We're
I know.
doing good. We're
Yep.
just yeah, this is us.
Stop worrying about friend zoning your ideal clients or filling your feed with passive observers. Um, what? Okay, you say it then.
So here's the question, guys. Do you feel like that you've been spending so much time
Mhm.
trying to craft the perfect audience?
Mhm.
Do you feel like after doing that, you just feel exhausted and you're still not having the connection you want to have? If you have been there, make a comment below.
Yeah.
Say something here because
Yep. Garrett said, I feel this struggle.
Lindsay and I have
Yeah.
been there for a
Mhm.
very long time. We're no longer there.
Mhm.
And I can say I can say it with all sincerity because I know who I am and I know who I want to connect to.
Exactly.
And it's not just letting everybody in and
Mhm.
doing all the other things because it feels good or it looks
Yeah.
good. But it's like it's okay to have a small crowd.
Mhm.
And the thing is, when you put your true voice out there,
Yeah.
it's gonna filter out the people that want to be in your life.
Exactly. So, stop having lackluster customers who reflect your energy of being half there. And for those of you who feel stuck,
Yeah.
paralyzed, unable to take the next step, or in what to post or where your next client's going to come from, have an idea of what you should do, but do not see the number of things that you need to do as
Here's
unsurmountable.
here's a little
Keep going
challenge here.
strong. Yeah.
Here's a challenge. Well, what I'm saying is that
Hmm.
look at your last 5 posts, either about your personal life or your business.
Hmm.
If you look at those things and you feel encouraged,
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing.
Hmm.
But if you look at it and you're like, oh, that was a hard day. And then
Right.
Tuesday, ooh, that was a hard day.
Hmm.
3 was a hard day. And if you feel that heaviness and
Yeah.
it's not positive, you're not going to get the interaction that you really, really deserve
Hmm.
and want. And I could go back 10 years ago and look at my posts. I'm just saying random things. I still say random things, but I'm trying to post with purpose. Is that share what you're thinking about in life.
Hmm.
What's making you feel great? What's giving you joy?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what changes the audience
Exactly.
because you're talking about something personal. So then all of a sudden you get personal messages, personal comments.
Hmm.
It's not getting caught up in like, oh, it has to be all of
Yeah.
this. It just has to be as much as you as possible.
Yeah. Exactly. So, if you feel frustrated, even when you start putting the time in with engagement, you feel like you can't keep it going, it's not your fault. Okay, that's just what we want to do. So Garrett said he's off to Scotland 400 miles just to get the right photos. I'm wanting to get the right clients. Yes, I know, right?
See, and the thing is, like Garrett, like I mean, I honestly, Lindsay, I would love to have a Zoom with you
Yep.
because we could give you some insight on
Hmm.
how you would communicate that to your clients.
Yep.
But to me, it's always about inviting them into an experience,
Yeah.
and whatever it is, even if it's babies,
Hmm.
families, boudoir, weddings, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it's about creating an experience.
Hmm.
That is the book that you
Yeah.
want people to read.
Yeah.
And we get caught up with just kind of hollow words and empty phrases
Hmm.
when really we want to give them the meat. A
Exactly.
hamburger's good because of the meat. I
Hmm.
don't see anyone just eating buns, like, oh
Yep.
wow, this is a great restaurant. It's like
Yep.
when the meat is done well, people are going to digest it well.
Mhm.
And that's how your product should be sold. You have up top, you have a bottom, but the meat is what keeps them there. And that's what makes them keep on coming back.
Yep.
Selling an experience,
Mhm.
not a photo shoot.
Yeah. So no soldier left behind. So get excited about being here today because it blows when you spend time building something awesome and then nobody buys it, or worse, they start canceling on your tiny session fee or payments.
Yeah, we've been there. We were talking about this the other day.
Yep.
How I remember a couple, like about a year or so ago, we
Mhm.
had like 12 phone calls in a day.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got no,
Mhm.
cancel. That one
Hey,
day,
Ashley.
that one day
Mhm.
made us feel
Mhm.
that we weren't worthy.
Yep.
That one day made me feel like maybe we shouldn't do this.
Mhm.
But the thing is, that one day doesn't define who we really are.
Right.
And I think it's just that your confidence is so important with
Mhm.
what you're selling,
Yep.
and also what you want to invite them into.
Exactly. Yeah. So all we ask you is that you forget all the things that the experts may have told you in the past and be open to implementing what we have to share
You know
with
what
you
I
today
think what we could
and
do
this week.
here.
Just stop.
Just
But-
stop.
No.
Oh,
I'm
no,
reading the
no.
thing.
What I want to say here, and I think the visual I have for this
Mhm.
is that whatever you've written on your dry erase board, say that the dry erase board is your heart, okay, and you've written things on your heart over and over and over and over again, and every
Mhm.
morning you look at it and you're like, well, I have to believe this about me. I have to believe that.
Mhm.
What if today was that day where you took that eraser and you erased those words? You know what? You have a brand new opportunity to write something positive.
Yeah.
Nothing is permanent. You can always read, you can always undo. I love repurposing things. I like
Mhm.
taking old things and giving it new life. You can do that with your business.
Yeah.
You can do that with your mindset.
Mhm.
It's about you taking the reins of
Yeah.
your heart and your business and be like,
Mhm.
I'm not going to be steered in this direction anymore.
Exactly.
I'm not going to write these negative words, because before you know it, those words are going to become like carved into your heart.
Mhm.
And that's all you're going to feel about yourself.
Yeah.
You deserve to know your worth. And that starts
Exactly.
with you understanding the words that really need to be said over yourself every day.
Exactly. So
Sorry, I'm passionate, guys.
it's all good. So by the end of today, you'll be able to know how to brand yourself and show up for your business, even if you don't have a high ticket offer yet.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to find the confidence in what path to take your clients down, moving the free line, and to be able to charge whatever you want for your high ticket offer with confidence.
And I always have questions.
Yeah.
Is there anything in your business that
Mhm.
you're afraid to raise the price on?
Mhm.
Or is there something in your business that you're afraid to talk about?
Yeah.
Those are probably some of the blocks in why your business is not where it's at.
Yeah.
Is because you're not having that actual conversation
Mhm.
with that part of yourself that you need to have it with.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is funny. Lindsay and I have been married 17 years. If we
Mhm.
didn't have a serious conversation about where we're going in life, we wouldn't have gotten married.
Yep.
But we had to sit down and have the decision.
Mhm.
We date our business so much. We
Mhm.
date our prices, we date our clients, we date our offers, and we never take it serious.
Yeah.
The moment you sit down and you look at your business and be like, I'm gonna stop dating my prices and I'm gonna marry them. So that means an upgrade in price.
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer this thing. It
Mhm.
scares me, but it brings me joy. I'm gonna get married to it. To us, branding is so much about getting married to your business
Mhm.
and not casually dating it,
Yeah.
because you'll never take it to the serious level
Mhm.
if you do it that way.
Exactly. So forget about building a large audience over a long period of time and then waiting forever before you even start. Okay, we're done.
And also, you're probably not the same business owner you were when you first started as you
Yeah.
are now.
Exactly.
You know, I don't wear the same shirt I wore
Yep.
when I was 12, at
Mhm.
40, at 41, at 40. I don't
He
think-
forgets how old he is.
I know, but I'm saying, but the picture works.
Yes.
Is that we outgrow things. We
Mhm.
outgrow systems. We
Mhm.
outgrow conversations. We
Yep.
outgrow relationships. We
Mhm.
do. It happens every day.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of us hold on to it because it's our identity.
Mhm.
Your identity is in the here and now.
Yeah.
The more you invest in the here and now in your business, and
Mhm.
you're saying what you should be saying, and you should be charging what you should be charging, you go forward. Break up with the things that are holding you back and get married to the things that want to bring you forward.
Forget about needing a large email list, influencer followers. Forget about being an experienced marketer to have your audience know, like, and trust you.
And
It just comes out with
and-
being you.
and here's the thing is, I believe that Lindsay and I have really come into our own the last year. And
Yeah.
and reason why I feel this way is that I feel like we're both guitars. We're both
Mhm.
instruments.
Mhm.
And the thing is, an instrument is only as good as it is as it's tuned.
Mhm.
Lindsay's father played on the worship band, and he
Mhm.
would never go up there and play a song that the guitar's not tuned
Right?
because it would sound horrible. How many
Yes.
times have you heard someone be like, "Dun, dun, dun, dun," and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
that person didn't take time to tune their guitar.
Mhm.
Your business will be healthier, will be healthier.
Mhm.
It will be more it would be more consistent.
Mhm.
You'll get the connections you want, and you make the money you want the more that you tune the guitar.
Yeah.
Because if the song that you're playing is out of tune,
Mhm.
people are going to walk away.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know even what the guitar is and
Mhm.
you're just hoping it sounds good. It's never going to connect to the clients that you want, and
Yeah.
you're never going to connect to it because they're turned off by the sound.
Mhm.
Is that your audience is looking for your sound? Your audience is looking for the music that you're playing, and if you're playing it out of tune, you're not going to like it, and they're not going to like it. And
Yeah.
that's why branding is as important as tuning a guitar. Tuning a guitar.
Yeah. So today we're going to give you step-by-step process for branding yourself and your business so you don't have to worry about all the stuff that we just talked about, okay? What?
You just say that's so funny. It's fine. Go ahead.
So who's ready? Guys, who is ready? Who is ready to dive deep into the exact process that we've used? to
Who's
brand?
ready? If we were all on a diving board, if we were all on a diving board
Yes.
and it was your turn to jump,
Mm-hmm.
are you ready to jump?
Yep.
It's scary. Okay.
So why now? So this used to be a GIF that showed all the different things, but our GIFs are not working with StreamYard. So what is your audience hyperloop? What we want to do is we want to take them from point A to point B. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Elon Musk, love him or hate him, he is creating this thing called a hyperloop. And it's
Sure.
actually really cool. Okay.
Yep.
So hyperloop is proposed is basically like a passenger and freight transportation. Basically, you're supposed to go from one point to another really, really fast. Okay. Without any air resistance or friction. You're just gonna go
Yep.
there,
That's it. That's
like
it.
for real.
Yeah.
So Garrett's like legend, and I agree. So does your hyperloop look more like this, the one on the right, or like this on the left?
Yeah.
Or
I
other way around. The one on the
I
left or on the right?
so I
Like which one does
so
it look
every
like?
time that we do this, I feel like there's maybe a better visual here that we could do.
Right? I
And
don't
and,
know.
and, and the reason why I'm saying this is that
Hmm.
this is funny, and I think people are going to get it.
Hmm.
Think of your toilet,
Yeah.
okay? Is that when your toilet's clogged, no matter how many times you flush it, it doesn't go away. You don't get new water.
Yeah.
And I feel like in our business is
Hmm.
that we have a lot of things that we want to get out,
Yeah.
and we're flushing the toilet and it's not going out. So you know what? It overfills and it makes a mess.
Hmm.
No one likes that. But the thing is, you have to do the dirty work and get in there and clean the system so you can get out of the old and bring in the new.
Hmm.
And the thing is, the most important thing about what I'm saying is that you got to do the hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could hire a plumber,
Hmm.
really expensive plumber, to come
Mhm.
out and do something that I should do myself.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you feel like that you're stuck somewhere in the process of your business, it is only going to take hold if you do the heavy duty work and get in there and get dirty. That's how we have survived 17 years.
Yep.
Is that we had to go through the pipeline and figure out what is holding us back and what we should be doing to get us through it.
Yep. Sorry. You said heavy duty work and you were
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about toilets.
heavy duty.
So I was thinking about the duty
Well,
that you do.
I see. I'm
I'm silly.
no.
We're parents of boys, so
I'm a visual.
yeah.
I'm a visual guy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, when something's stuck,
Hmm.
there's a reason why.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the toilet is the
Mhm.
most realistic thing that we deal with every day.
Yeah.
That if it stopped working,
Hmm.
it would be something that would hold us back. Would that say?
It said that we're having a hard time on our business page, but that's
Okay.
okay. We're okay with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It's just
Sorry,
like
we got an error message, and Brian's
No,
like, "Wait, hold
I
on."
think
what is that?"
I think I want to update this because it's just like
Yeah.
the most important thing in our house sometimes is the toilet. And
Mhm.
if it's giving us the problem, it
Yep.
interrupts the whole house.
Yep.
It interrupts everything.
Exactly.
Especially when our life is our business.
Yeah.
When there's a clog,
Mhm.
we're not making money. We're
Yep.
not connecting to our clients.
Yep.
We can't receive anything
Mhm.
because we're stuck.
Yep.
And it's not until we do the hard work do we realize, oh, I
Mhm.
need a plunger.
Yep.
But because we don't have the right tool,
Yeah.
we're getting harder. We're
Mhm.
not getting the results we want, and we're working harder,
Yeah.
not smarter.
So what we want to show you is a branded consistent profile. It's actually a really good way to get your potential buyer into your world so that you can make them an offer and explode your income. So if you look at if this is a screenshot of my profile a few months ago, whatever, but basically like you have like a banner image up here, then you have like, that you have a bio, you have branded consistent posts, that kind of thing. Then having your website where you can get people in,
Yeah.
give them an offer, and then you can sell to them. Okay. So this is a really closer look. Okay. So this is my personal Facebook profile. So when you look at it, there is a clear intro. So it says brand consultants, photographers, coaches, um, equip, empower, and encourage photographer or creatives. Because honestly, it's not just
Yeah.
photographers.
Yeah.
And the brand.brianpluslindsey.com. So we've got the brand.brianpluslindsey.com here. We have it here. We have it all over the place because, and the cover photo also has a link on there.
One thing I add to this is that it's showing up in power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing is, like, you know, we have tried so many different variations of, you know, Facebook photo, also different descriptions of ourselves, and also profile photos.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, we want to be as relatable as possible.
Yep.
And we want to be as unique as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love the color orange, so I try to involve in everything that I post.
Yep.
You know, with our profile picture, is that I want to show a photo that makes someone feel comfortable around me.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone to be like, oh wow, he's nice, he's kind. I would want to talk to him. I would want to, you know, if I went and have dinner with him, I would feel comfortable with that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, also your description on who you are,
Yeah.
it has to be to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Don't over explain yourself.
Yeah.
You know, don't mention all the things that you've ever done in your life.
Right. Just to be really consistent, but like show who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also don't overwhelm them with
Mhm.
information.
Yep.
Less is more,
Mhm.
especially when you're specifically explaining who you are and what you do for people.
Yep. So some of you might be worried about like using your personal profile as a way to attract customers into your world because you're wondering like what your family, friends, and coworkers are going to think.
Yep.
Okay, so honestly, when we go out there and like we talk to our friends and family and like we'll go to church and
Yeah.
people are like, "Man, you guys are killing it. I
Yeah.
love seeing everything that you're posting. It is so good. Like I am so excited about this." That your friends and family are actually going to be more excited about what you're doing
Yeah.
than like, "Oh my gosh, whatever." Like no, they're going to love it. And honestly, if you're scared about what they're going to say or what they're going to think, then you don't have to, you know,
But what's really
like follow them on social media or whatever, you know?
what's really important about what you're saying is something that we've learned
Mm-hmm.
through trial and error
Yeah.
is that we're always kind of always on.
Mm-hmm.
We're always on, no
Yeah.
matter where we're at with friends or family. We're always on. We're always
Mhm.
we've learned to describe what we do.
Yeah.
In the shortest form and also the shortest amount of time.
Yep.
That we don't try to over describe it. We
Mhm.
don't try to like inflate it into something that we're not.
Yep.
But there's so much power with really understanding what you do
Mhm.
with a stranger or someone
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
Is that being able to explain it with clarity.
Yeah.
And that's why the first profile is really a great way to start.
Exactly.
Because whatever you put on your Facebook profile is
Mhm.
kind of what you want people to know, whoever meets you, even if they don't know you or they do know you.
Mhm.
Is that you be able to explain yourself with clarity.
Yeah.
Not like, because I remember going to a conversation and be like, I'm a photographer, I'm a coach, and all these random things that end up like not really valuing. I'm not explaining
Yep.
who I am.
Mhm.
And the thing is, it's like, don't over explain it because people are going to forget probably half of what you said.
Yep.
So the more to the point you are,
Mhm.
the more that's going to stick in their mind.
Exactly.
And the easier it's going to be to explain.
Mhm.
You know, like Lindsay and I, we're photographers and we're coaches.
Yep.
You know, and then if they want to know more, we expand on it.
Yeah.
But we don't pull out a 3-paragraph essay
Mhm.
and explain it because
Exactly.
it's it's not worth your time
Hmm.
to explain everything unless they want to know everything else about you.
Yeah,
Especially when you don't know where the conversation is going to go.
exactly. So honestly, like I was afraid of this too. When we first decided to do this, I was kind of like, okay, are people going to judge me from being or thinking that I'm spammy for posting about my business?
Yeah.
And the gift said spam, spam, spam. So the short answer is no. Okay.
Well, I think there's a lot of satisfaction with just telling the world what you're passionate about.
Hmm.
And so much of what helps me do that is being confident.
Yep.
Is that we did at one time felt really spammy because we're like, oh my gosh, these people are gonna, and I'm like, well, but this is what I love, and this is what
Hmm.
I'm doing to provide for my family.
Exactly.
And again, this is where the confidence
Hmm.
should be in what you say,
Yeah.
because it's good to talk about what you love, but it's even
Hmm.
better to be able to do it in confidence.
Yeah.
And that's the power of being able to know exactly what your business is about,
Yeah.
but actually being able to clarify it with people that you're with.
Yeah. So by now, you're leading a prospect from your profile into your inbox. But what is branding that drives sales? Okay, so what we do is we get people from our profile, then we start talking, we start having conversations. A lot of you
Yep.
guys are here because of conversations
Yep.
that we've had with you. Brian's way better about it. I just end up getting caught in my head, whatever. But like that's the whole thing. Be out there and be reaching out to people and get them in your inbox. But what is it exactly in branding that drives those sales? Do you want to talk about
To
that?
me, this is my version of it because there's
Hmm.
many versions. I think it's about being free.
Hmm.
I think what drives the sales is I feel free in what I'm talking about and
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And when I'm creating that environment, that allows me to just be way more powerful.
Hmm.
That I'm not putting boundaries around what I'm doing and being
Yeah.
like, it has to be this way. And if it's
Hmm.
not this way,
Yeah.
then no one's going to get it. The thing is, I have to be free in myself before they get the picture or they get the vision for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Is that's kind of like an airplane. An
Hmm.
airplane only flies when it takes off.
Yeah.
There is no airplane out there that's sitting on the runway being like, whoa, we're 30,000 feet up in the air. No, because they haven't taxied yet and they haven't taken off. I feel
Hmm.
like a lot of us in our dreams
Yeah.
sitting on that runway
Hmm.
being like, man, I can't wait to fly, but you've never given yourself permission to fly.
Yeah.
I feel like being powerful in your business, being powerful
Hmm.
in your branding is giving yourself permission to
Yeah.
take off.
Yeah.
That is what makes you powerful, and
Hmm.
that's what makes you confident.
Exactly. So, what are the key components of branding that really matter? So for me, it's about branded posts.
Yep.
It's about having the right things on your profile where you're really good quality images and a story that draws them in.
Yep.
You've got good copy where you're sitting there and you're talking about what it is that you're doing and like whatever it is, like using circumstances, using things
Mm.
from your everyday life to actually write them in. And then what you do is you book them in. Okay? You get people in and you have them be able to like to fill out a form and get on a
I
call with
go
you.
back a second. Like
Yeah.
every time we do this, we get more revelation, and I
Mhm.
love it because there's always something deeper than what we know. So
Mhm.
in my brain, if I redid this, it'd be personal post, connection post, and then desired post, and then the desired reaction.
Yeah.
Is that you when you're speaking about something that you love, there's a personal element.
Mhm.
Whatever you post on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, it's a personal reason why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And then the connection is that someone connects with what you're doing and
Mhm.
they're like, wow, I feel like this person. Oh, I desire what this person's doing.
Yeah.
I want this, what this person's offering. And
Mhm.
then the booking call and the booking thing is that they are reciprocating what you put out.
Exactly.
They want to be part of your world.
Mhm.
And this is where I feel like a lot of artists and creatives kind of fall off is that they get so caught up in the artistry and the creativity, but
Mhm.
they forget about the connection
Yeah.
is that people are buying from you because of the connection you made with the words that you put on Facebook or TikTok or
Yeah.
Instagram, whatever you did.
Mhm.
That's why they're hiring you.
Yep.
And that's what I'm passionate about helping people create is that you
Mhm.
have to create a pathway for there even to be a destination.
Yeah.
If there's no path, people are going to get lost.
Yeah.
You could be yelling from the highest mountain, but they
Mhm.
won't be able to see you because they don't know how you got there.
Yeah.
Creating content, creating messaging is
Mhm.
almost like plowing through like a field and
Mhm.
making and pouring cement and being like, I'm right here.
Yeah.
If you're a business owner, you need to be making the road so people
Mhm.
can find you. And
Yeah.
that starts with posts like this.
Yeah. It's Gareth said he feels like it's getting those engagements that he struggles with, and I
it-
know.
and
And so,
yeah,
really little tiny Facebook hack, and like it's whatever. But basically, one of the ways that you can get people to like and comment more on your posts is if you actually spend time about 10 minutes before 10 to 15 minutes before you actually post whatever it is that you're going to post, and just go through and like and comment on people's statuses,
yeah,
and like go through your feed and just start conversations, start
yep,
having conversations,
yep.
start engaging with things. And then when you do, it actually shows up in more people's feeds, and
Well,
then you get more engagement. um that's just a little
I was
tiny
just saying
thing.
my
Yeah,
my vision of that, because we've been doing this for a while.
yeah.
It's kind of like the speaker that is speaking at an event
Hmm.
mingles with everyone that's there. He
Exactly.
gets to know them. He
Yeah.
gets to talk to them. He gets to know a little bit of what they do. And then when they go on stage, because that connection already happened,
Hmm.
they're more likely to listen to him because they were on their level first.
Yeah.
And because relationship happened, they're going to be like, I actually might want to work with this person. I actually
Yeah.
might want to interact with this person. Is
Yeah.
that talk to the people that you want in your life on Facebook, connect to them,
Yeah.
message them, get to know them.
Hmm.
So then when you go on your stage, they're going to be like, oh, that's just John.
Yeah.
I like John. I'm
Hmm.
going to listen to him.
Hmm.
Sometimes you got to prime the pump
Hmm.
before you turn the engine on.
Yeah.
And you just got to do that hard work to
Hmm.
create that conversation. Facebook is not going to make conversation for you.
Yeah.
You have to make the conversation.
Hmm.
If you want a relationship, you go do the heavy work and make the relationship happen.
Yeah.
It's all about that radical responsibility that I feel like starts with these posts, making relationship first before you ask them to be in your world.
Yep. The other thing is a lot of times what we can do, especially as photographers, is we will go through and we'll just post the images
Sure.
and put a funny caption,
Yeah.
but not actually put a call to action on there.
Or even like a reason why they should go any further than the post.
Exactly.
you
So
know?
they're like, oh, that's a pretty picture. Cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, I'm glad they got their photos taken. Cool. Whatever. But
Yeah.
then they don't know what to do, so they just keep scrolling. So
Or yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
you can do is, I had so much fun capturing this couple or this family, and this was what happened. I would love to have you in my studio. I would love to take you on an adventure. I would love to do these things.
Yeah.
Give me a call. Here's my number.
Yep.
Here's my website, whatever
Like,
it is. You know what I mean?
health-
Comment below, all that
Healthy,
kind of stuff.
healthy post.
But having a
Yep.
CTA, yeah.
Yep. Healthy post in business
Hmm.
is honestly having healthy wording.
Yeah.
Sick words bring sick people.
Hmm.
Okay. Negative mindsets invite negative people.
Yeah.
When you have healthy words that talk about who you are, why you do it, who it's for, and leaving the back end where they're like, wow, I want to complete the circle.
Yeah.
Where they're like, I feel like I need to be part of this because it's something about me that I need to figure out.
Hmm.
And this person's helping me figure that out. That's the kind of conversation you want to have.
Yeah.
You got to have a healthy, hey, hang out with me, not a, oh, here's a photo. I like taking photos. Hang out with me. You know,
Right.
like it
Yeah.
just it's about being genuine, and it's about being real.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like the only reason Lindsay and I are still doing business right now is because we stopped trying to fit in,
Yeah.
and we started being us.
Hmm.
I feel like we live in a world and in a business where there's so many sunken ships, and we love seeing sunken ships, but we don't talk about the floating boats.
Yeah.
And the floating boats are the people that plugged the holes of their life and in their business and said, I'm not going to sit here, but I'm going to go forward.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're in the right environment where people can help you and see you and you feel loved and appreciated, you don't sink to the bottom and you're like, well, this is a mistake.
Yeah.
Dreams aren't supposed to sink, guys. Dreams are supposed to propel you out of the storms into that success and victory that you want. We all deserve that.
Exactly.
Get off my TED talk just happened. Okay.
So when a prospect enters your world from your profile, before they get on a call, they need to be asked a series of questions.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you just want any Tom, Dick, or Harry wasting your time and your money, like for real. I know it sounds funny, but like that is something that ends up happening. Like you want to be able to screen your calls. You want to be able to talk to them and everything like that.
This is a funny example because I'm a funny example guy. Lindsay made spaghetti the other day. And the thing is, I don't make spaghetti, but I noticed, and I've learned many times just from my mom making it, that spaghetti is a process. Okay, you just don't throw all those hard noodles into a bowl and then put the meat on it and then it's done, right?
Raw meat.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
You need to break down what they are in order for them to become one.
Yeah.
And the thing is, also, you got to filter that water out. You don't just serve scalding hot water with the noodles. You got to get all that out in order for you to mix it. And I feel like your clients are the same way.
Yeah.
In order to have a great connection, a great relationship that's amazing and beautiful, and you can digest everything that you're doing, you need to filter things out in order to receive the good things.
You need to soften them up.
Yeah.
Get them used to it. Like that's what the water is doing with the boiling water is doing with the noodles. But then filtering out the things that aren't supposed to be there.
And again, it's hard work. It's hard work.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing more satisfying than hard work, because like there's systems out there to do it, but unless you know how to filter it on your own, it's not gonna stay there. It's not gonna be permanent.
Exactly.
It's just gonna wash away, and you won't even have it.
Yeah. So this is our intake form, or whatever, our contact form when people want to do a session with us. So on our website, it's really small, and I'm sorry, I just had to make it fit in the slide. But like basically what we're asking is, you need to, are you willing to pay a session fee? This is what our session fee starts at, and this is what you get with it. And then are you willing to purchase photos from this? And so that's the whole thing. Are they willing to invest? So those two questions, and this is where my prices are, putting it out there, putting it on your contact form, putting it on everything, because you want to make sure that they understand. That's part of softening them up. It's part of helping them to understand.
Part of the softening up is educating your customer.
Exactly.
It's our jobs as photographers to educate them.
Yep.
I feel like so many different times when I didn't educate someone, the results didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, because I wasn't educating them. And I was going to say something, I don't know, but anyways, that's what I was going to say. I was reminded by what I just said, is that we have this system that we teach in our Get Branded with Brian Lindsey. These are the questions that we have. We have a filtering process. We have all of that. And the thing is, that's what we want to help photographers with, is that implement filtering. So they're spending less time chasing after people who aren't going to pay them, and having really pointless conversations that lead to nowhere. But if you have that filter, like the spaghetti, you're going to sit down to dinner with them and be like, I really like this dinner. Because you actually took the time to filter the people and filter the questions and actually bring the people in your life that want to be there.
So it's good. So who wants to have your scheduled meetings become immediate buyers? Okay. So when you do this, when you ask them, are you willing to pay a deposit? Like what we do is, we've done it a few different ways. We've either given them like $300 off of their session fee, but then the session fee itself is still what you want to be able to make. Or we've done it to where like they pay $100 deposit, and that works as a print credit, but that doesn't cover one whole photo. Does that make sense? So like the whole point is that they're going to buy photos. If they want any photos from their session, they're going to buy photos. We raised our deposit because we pay our hair and makeup artists more than that. We believe
that your dream deserves to be rewarded. Okay. And we believe that you should, for all the hard work that you put into building your business, shooting your clients, giving them their work, you should be getting paid for that. There is not a book out there. There's not a system out there that has your name on it. It's like, do this. This is all about creating something that works and looks like you. It's like children. Your business is just a child of your dream. And the more you develop it, the more you nurture it, and you give it the food and water it needs, the more that it will respond properly under pressure, but even celebrate joy when it's getting rewarded for all its hard work. Is that asking for what you deserve should not be the death march that it feels like sometimes. You know, that's not the right word, but hope you know what I mean. The trial, the tribulation, the fear of, I did all this hard work, but I feel like they're not gonna give me money. It's like when you grow in confidence, you grow in what you desire. When you grow in desire, you grow in this confidence to ask for it. Getting a sale is just asking for what you deserve.
Exactly. So look, a lot of you might be thinking that these questions are slimy because sales in general has been given a bad rap. Okay. Honestly, sales is the lifeblood of the economy.
It is.
There is nothing you have or use or love that hasn't been sold by someone. Okay.
Yeah.
Legitimately. Like the iPhone that you have, these glasses, his jacket, whatever it is, any of the clothes that you do, any of the things that you're watching. If you are watching on a device, you were sold that product.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
That is the only way that everything works.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
not like we live in an agrarian society where we grow our own food.
Well,
Most of us don't, at least. Like we are going out there and we're buying things that are in it we're being sold to.
yeah.
So the difference is when you're selling the right way, you're persuading someone to take something of value that they want and need
You're
versus like, please buy my stuff, please buy my stuff. Or
well,
like doing
yeah.
it like, yeah, you need to buy my stuff because we're cool.
Well, I think what's so genius, and
And
I
being selfish.
a couple
about it,
days ago, Apple just celebrated, I think it's 17 years or 10 years since the iPhone was released,
yeah. Okay.
and it's amazing because it's
Probably
like
17. I don't know.
I don't know, but what was amazing
think,
about
yeah.
it is that when he released the iPhone,
Mhm.
there was two worlds that he combined.
Yeah.
He combined music
Mhm.
and he combined the necessary of having a phone.
Right.
Until that moment, nobody did
It
that.
had to have been at least
and
17.
that was a risk. And I'm saying is that when you sell a product that makes people's lives
Mhm.
better, I mean, some people can say like actually worse,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I can't live without my phone.
Mhm.
And I feel like with your brand, your wording, how you
Mm.
say it, who you talk to,
15 years.
it should be something
Mhm.
that makes them feel complete.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, say you take photos for women, or you do branding, or you do families or babies. There's something about
Weddings,
the
whatever.
There's something about the service that you're giving
Mhm.
makes them feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
Because you're connecting to a need
Mhm.
that they have been wanting to get filled.
Yeah.
And also, you're doing something that gives you fulfillment.
Exactly.
I think when fulfillment connects to fulfillment,
Mhm.
what happens? Fulfillment. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
been 15 years since the iPhone came out.
yeah. And the thing is, it's like we can't imagine our lives without it.
Mhm.
And the thing is, like, could you imagine your life without making a difference in someone's life?
Mhm.
Could you imagine selling a service and never getting paid for it?
Mhm.
Like, no one can survive off of that.
Yeah.
So when you ask for a sale and you sell your product with passion, you deserve what you're asking for.
Mhm.
And we sometimes we run away from it
Yeah.
because we're like, well, no one's going to pay for it. I'm like, doesn't matter if they pay for it. Are you fulfilled in it?
Yeah.
And the right person is going to see that.
Exactly. So when you're selling something to someone who responds to your ad or to a CTA, don't think I have to convert this person right now.
Sure.
Think I'm giving them an opportunity to help themselves.
Yeah.
And that's honestly the way that we feel about everything.
Yeah.
Is we are so passionate about really truly helping people.
Yeah.
So whether it's in our studio and we are helping women to understand who they really are and to finally love themselves, or whether it's a business where we're going to give them these images that are going to be able to help brand them and get their name out there, get their images out there, or whether it's one of you guys coming to us for coaching, like we're like, how can we help but like elevate their business to the next level? That is 100%. That is
Our
the reason why we do it.
Our passion is to create an environment
Yeah.
of supernatural growth.
Mhm.
But it's also taking supernatural accountability
Yeah.
of what your dreams are, what you
Mhm.
want to do, and
Mhm.
how you're doing it.
Yeah.
And if you just run a life, you're just pressing a button and everything's done for you,
Mhm.
that's not the same feeling.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, your business is going to be sustained by your understanding of it.
Yeah.
And that's why the heart of your business is branding.
Mhm.
If you don't understand the heartbeat of your branding,
Yeah.
your clients will never understand what you really do,
Mhm.
because your clients want to know who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
And the more that you're connected to it, the better it's going to feel when you deliver that product.
Exactly. So Brian Lindsey, this is what you might be asking. Are you really telling me that I need to message every single person that responds to my posts? No, but I'm saying that if you don't, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Like this is the whole thing. Like we've got people that are yes, we've got people that are maybes, we've got people that like might want to do it, but like might not. But if you don't message them, excuse me,
Yeah.
then like you're not going to be able to.
It's like you kind of have to strike the iron while it's hot.
Yep.
And the thing is, you don't want to jump into their Facebook and be like, hey, you need to hire me.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
I would genuinely, if it's a new person, I
Mhm.
would start comment on their statuses
Yeah.
until you can find a legitimate connection to them
Mhm.
that's better than
Yeah.
being like, hey, I'm doing this right now. You want to work with me?
Yep.
Now, I've been there where I've done that, and it has worked. But I did have a previous relationship with that person.
Yeah.
And I think it's about being conscious before
Mhm.
you're creepy.
Exactly.
and it's just find out where you connect,
Mhm.
and then you can have a personal connection about
Yeah.
that.
Because then you can have a value post pipeline.
Yep.
It's a strategic way to get people to respond using
Yeah.
CTAs.
Yep.
There are posts that influence buying decisions, increase engagement, and create a clear path to purchase.
That's it.
So if you don't do this, you're gonna have members or like just your audience that's just kind of scrolling endlessly through your feed, paying more attention to irrelevant posts, and your message just isn't gonna be something that they hunt for.
So I have learned to create posts that are interactive posts.
Yes.
I got this memory post today
Uh-huh.
that I said, why is it awkward to eat an apple in a crowd of people?
Yeah.
And immediately when you're eating an apple, it's loud, it's messy,
Mhm.
and you kind of get these
Yeah.
awkward looks. And I posted this about 2 years ago,
Mhm.
but I still feel that way. And a lot
Yeah.
of people responded. And the thing
Yeah.
is, like, I am creating content
Mhm.
that is connected to me, my silliness, my
Mhm.
humor, my life. And I'm like, hey, join my conversation, join my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can do that with business too.
Mhm.
You can take a personal post and put on your business.
Yeah.
You really can,
Mhm.
because that's what's gonna make people stop when they're scrolling through
Yeah.
Facebook.
Mhm.
Like, a photo is not good enough.
Yeah.
I think a connection is
Mhm.
better.
Yep.
Create a connection, and then that's why they come back.
Exactly. So do you see how Gareth said he's good at getting posts only his mom would like, literally. It's okay. It's okay. Comment, do what we're saying. So next time that you want to post something in your business, like and comment on people's stuff. Don't just
Yeah.
like and comment on your mom's.
And
But
yeah,
like,
and this could be overwhelming because
Yeah.
I know that it's like, well, I posted before, it didn't
Yeah.
work. I said
Yeah.
this, it didn't work.
Mhm.
Here's the thing that I am most passionate about, and I think it's my superpower.
Yeah.
Is I love looking at people's businesses,
Mhm.
looking at their personality,
Yep.
and be like, let's create this.
Yep.
So this is one of the things that we love doing,
Mhm.
is that we love helping you make posts.
Exactly.
We love helping you refine your messaging,
Mhm.
refine your connection to yourself and
Mhm.
your business.
Yep.
We feel like when that clarity, when that pipeline is cleaned out, you
Mhm.
know what happens? People come in.
Mhm.
People are like, hey, I know how to find you. I know
Exactly.
what to say to you.
Mhm.
I know who you are.
Yep.
There's less confusion.
Mhm.
We've all seen Wizard of Oz, where they walk down the yellow brick road and they get to the castle,
Mhm.
and they hear the scary voice.
Yeah.
And then they're like all scared, but then I think it was a Tin Man.
Yeah.
He goes behind the curtain. It's just a
Oh,
man
yeah.
with a voice. I don't
The
remember.
wizard. It's all good.
No, that's
It's
what I
for-
said.
Yeah. No, you said the Tin Man.
No, I said the Tin Man went behind the curtain.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, it was actually Toto, the dog.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, he got behind the curtain
Mhm.
and he realized it was a small man with a
Mhm.
loud voice.
Yep.
And I feel like we don't need to be like that with our business. We
Mhm.
don't need to ask mighty. We don't need to be mightier than we really are.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Be
yourself.
relatable. Remove the
Yes.
curtains.
Mhm.
Remove the amplifier of something that isn't actually your voice.
Yeah.
And be like, here I am.
Mhm.
Because that's gonna make people stop. And this is
Exactly.
what Lindsay and I love discovering with our clients.
Totally.
A lot of us are terrified and scared and literally frozen
Mhm.
to say anything genuine about ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're afraid of what people are going to say.
Mhm.
We're afraid of how it's going to be understood. So then
Mhm.
we just hold back and we're like, well, that's never going to come out. But the
Mhm.
thing is, what if your success is on the other side of your freedom?
Yeah.
You're being held captive by your fear of what you think people are going to say.
Exactly.
But actually, your success is reliant
Mhm.
on you being honest and being real.
Exactly. So, where do you see yourself right now? Does your profile lead to your offer? Are you collecting emails and market
Sure.
research when people reach out? Do you have a welcome video on your homepage? Like, these are things that really do help.
Yeah.
And does your value post pipeline, is it like bringing you to important posts? So it's very important to understand the do's and don'ts of your bio. Okay. How many of you read the first few lines of someone else's bio and thought, yeah, this one's not for me? That said, let's make sure that never happens to you. So that's part of your homework is go through your Facebook profile and create a good bio, create a good thing. So we're going to have branded posts, we're going to have good copy, and we're going to book them in. Okay.
Yep.
So these are the major things that you need to know for your sales success.
Yeah.
So imagine how much you could generate in a single month when you already have this set up. So let's do it. Drop a comment below. Let us know what was your biggest takeaway
Yeah.
from day 2. Okay. Let us know. And then we're going to do this commitment statement again because I really like it. So I'm going to basically copy and paste it. So you're going to say, I and your name commit to building out my branded profile funnel and taking the first step in earning a life-changing income with my socials. Okay. So put that in there.
We posted twice.
No, it's on different things.
Oh,
So
okay.
one's on YouTube, one's on this, one's on that, whatever. So just hashtag commit. Okay. So I'm excited about tomorrow.
Yep.
So we're going to show you how to create an irresistible offer that's going to leave your members feeling stupid for not buying. Okay. We're also going to show you examples of a few different winning offers that
Yep.
you can use again and again without feeling
Yep.
spammy. And these are the exact offer principles that we've used
Yeah.
to see our business thrive and also other businesses as well.
Yep.
So tomorrow we're really going to be talking about creating an offer
That's it.
that sells itself, and it's so important.
The thing is,
Yep.
I feel like who Lindsay and I are
Yeah.
is that we love to
Mhm.
help people navigate the
Yeah.
stresses and,
Mhm.
and the successes of their life.
Exactly.
Is that when you feel seen and heard
Mhm.
in your business,
Yep.
in your dreams, in your visions and what you want to do, I believe that you're more likely going to
Yeah.
find your destination sooner
Mhm.
because you're not face down in the water being
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to get old. I don't know how to get through this.
Mhm.
There's too much pressure on me.
Yeah.
And we believe when you have a proper understanding of your identity
Mhm.
in your business, because we believe the identity businesses are way more successful
Yeah.
because they know what they are
Exactly.
and they know who they're serving.
Yep.
And that's the importance of branding. And
Mhm.
that's the journey that Lindsay and I love to go on
Yeah.
with people we work with. Is
Mhm.
that it's a journey.
Mhm.
It's not a straight shot. It's more like you know what I mean? It's scary.
Thank you, Karen.
But the thing is, it's worth it.
Mhm.
It's worth it to invest in yourself.
Yep.
It's worth it to
Mhm.
learn what integrity is for you. It's worth it to know what you're worth, what you're worthy of.
Mhm.
And like, we normally kind of post this later on.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you would like to see what we can do
Mhm.
and help you within your business.
Yeah. So I wanted to do whatever.
Okay.
It's
go ahead.
fine.
Okay.
So yeah, basically you want to show you want to get people on
Yeah. Like
call with
the
us.
thing is, it's like, I know how someone can feel like, well, I've seen this before, or heard
Yeah.
it before, or I tried it and didn't work.
Mhm.
Well, the thing is, we feel like our most powerful moments are the one-on-one,
Mhm.
where we can look at what you're doing.
Yep.
And the thing is, we know that's super scary.
Mhm.
And it's been scary for me. I'm like, I gotta talk about this and I gotta show that. And that's very scary because you're like, well, what if I see something that I don't want to see?
Right.
Or what if I do see something like, wow, I get it now.
Mhm.
How much more healthy you're going to be when you actually see who you can become
Yeah.
when you're in an environment when you're actually feeling your full self.
Mhm.
And that's what we do on our calls.
Mhm.
Is that we like to see everything you're doing.
Yep.
Respectfully,
Mhm.
honestly, no strings attached.
Yep.
And then ultimately, if we can help you out and help you sort out your business and help you find out your messaging and branding,
Mhm.
that's really what we love to do. Is
Yeah.
that we like to do an internal process to put out into the world how great you are.
Yep.
And we feel like your business is only as good as you.
Mhm.
And the thing is, a lot of us are on empty.
Yeah.
And it's time to get filled up again. It's time to get reinvigorated. It's time to get an oil change.
Yep.
And learn who you are again.
Mhm.
Because businesses that have lasted for like hundreds of years has been because they know corely who
Yeah.
they are.
Exactly.
Apple is who they are because they know who they're
Mhm.
selling to.
Yep.
And as a small business, you may not have the funds like the Apple does or the
Mhm.
audience that they have.
Yeah.
But if until you know yourself,
Mhm.
you're not going to know how to run your business.
Yep.
And that's why we're doing Get Branded with Brian plus Lindsey.
Yep.
Because
So hop on a chat with
the
us.
branding is the heart
Mhm.
behind your business.
Yeah.
Because without a heart, the rest of the body doesn't function, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The heart is the heart. The heart is the part of the business that I feel like we're often scary to go through.
Yeah.
But it's the most important thing because it leads us to where we want to go.
Exactly. So go to
Yeah.
brand.brianpluslindsey.com.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
let us know.
and seriously, guys, like reach out to Lindsay or I if you have any
Mhm.
questions. Honestly, we're scheduling Zoom calls right now if you want,
Yep.
and it's no pressure, no anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see where you're at and see how we can help.
Yep.
So
exactly.
cool, guys.
So
thanks for your
thanks so
time,
much.
and we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.